There are two completely different things people mean when they say auto leads on Facebook. Pick the wrong one and you will burn 3 months finding out. Lane one is consumers, real people who want to buy a car, a detail, a set of wheels. They live on Marketplace and in local groups. Lane two is businesses, dealerships, detailers, body shops, wrap installers. You are not selling them a car, you are selling them something they buy for their shop. I am going to walk both lanes end to end with receipts from people actually doing it and show you exactly where a tool earns its place. Facebook gives you 5 surfaces that actually produce auto leads. Marketplace is the big one, it is free, and it is where almost every single person starts. Local buy, sell, and trade groups are surface 2. Smaller reach per post, far warmer, and they compound if you are actually a member of the community. Surface 3 is your own page and reels, walk-around videos, real inventory, a face people recognize. This is the retargeting fuel for everything else. Surface 4 is paid lead ads, where the form opens inside Facebook and the lead never has to leave the app. Lower friction and usually lower intent with it. And Surface 5 is the one almost nobody uses, the meta ad library, every active ad on the platform searchable by anyone for free. So let us do Marketplace properly, because most people do it badly, get nothing back, and then blame the platform. There are 5 things that decide whether a listing works. Photos first. 10 to 20 real shots of the actual unit, odometer visible, no stock images. Stock photos are the fastest way to get scrolled past. A salesperson in r/car sales training put the creative problem better than I can, and this is the reason your dealership photos are being ignored. Your title and first line carry the essentials: year, make, model, mileage, price, then condition, then one clear next step, like check availability or book a test drive. Here's the reach trick that costs nothing. When you create a listing, Facebook lets you post it into every group you belong to. Refresh your listings on a cycle, roughly every week to 10 days, and pull sold units the day they sell. Stale inventory quietly kills your distribution and your credibility. Then answer fast. Minutes, not hours. Speed is the entire structural advantage. Marketplace gives a small seller over a big one, and it is the one thing you fully control. And write your first reply once, then reuse it forever. Confirm the vehicle is available, ask one qualifying question, and offer a specific time. That single message filters most of the noise. Now, the part the guru videos always skip. You have done everything right. What does all that work actually return in deals? Here's what practitioners report. 6 months into the business at a store where the top performer was moving 18 cars a month, this is what Marketplace produced for one rep working it properly. Another rep in that same thread runs it consistently, knows the lot cold because of it, and still lands only 1 to 2 deals a month from the channel. And this is the exchange that every single person who has ever listed a vehicle will recognize instantly. The message arrives, you reply, and then nothing happens at all. Volume does not rescue it either. This is 50 listings posted, moderate views on all of them, and 1 car sold at the end of it. And a dealer watching the same thing at store level describes an identical shape. Plenty of chatter arriving, far fewer of those conversations turning into anyone who actually buys. So the fix is not posting harder. It is treating Marketplace as the top of a funnel, getting a phone number early, and moving the conversation somewhere you actually control. So treat Marketplace as one channel, not as the plan. Groups are where the same effort compounds instead of resetting every time a listing goes stale, provided you follow one rule. Be a member before you are a seller. Read the rules, post real inventory, answer questions, and never drop a link into a group you have never spoken in. Now the ad library, search for dealership in the United States, and it returns around 3,100 active ads with library IDs and start dates. That single search tells you who is spending money right now, what offers they are testing, which platforms they run on, and how long each ad has been live, all free. You can also search the ad library by page name instead of keyword, OpenSea ad details, and read the start date. Meta keeps ads in the library for a year after their last impression. And if you sell services to auto businesses, an active ad is a buying signal. That business already has a marketing budget and is already spending it. If you do run lead ads yourself, keep the form short and ask one qualifying question. Optimizing purely for lead volume is how you end up with a cheap cost per lead and nothing sold. One warning before we go any further, because it will save your account. These are the behaviors that get sellers restricted or banned, and none of them are worth the risk. Which brings us to lane 2, And the part almost nobody teaches because it is where the actual money is if you sell anything to auto businesses. If you sell to auto businesses, Facebook is not where you close. A marketer who runs campaigns for dealerships ranks the channels like this. And in detailing, the pattern repeats exactly. The customer hunting a bargain detail on Facebook is not the customer a real shop is trying to book, as this detailer puts it. And when you target businesses, qualify them before you write. A shop with recent reviews, a real website, and multiple locations is a shop with a budget. That filter alone doubles your reply rate. So here's the actual gap. Facebook shows you which auto businesses exist and which ones are spending. It does not give you a way to reach them. A page name is not a lead. To run outreach, you need 4 things, and Facebook hands you none of them in a usable form. That is the job Conversion Blitz does, and it is the only reason it appears in this video. It is a bundle of lead generation tools sold on one flat subscription. Start in the local business finder, type the kind of auto business you want, choose the country, then let the region and city list populate and pick your exact market. Sort by highest rating, hit search, and about half a minute later it comes back with real dealerships, name, address, website, phone, and the Google review count for each one. 2 numbers matter here. The database is advertised at over 500 million local business records, and one search returns up to 200 of them. That is why the sort matters. Ordering by highest rating puts the established shops at the top, and those are the ones who already spend money on the things you're probably selling. Contact details stay masked until you claim the record. Save the lead, and that single row unmasks in place with its phone and email revealed, while every other row stays hidden. Be clear about what this data is. Business records, names, addresses, sites, phones, ratings. There is no consumer data in here, and there is no Facebook scraper. Second tool, feed it a list of those dealer websites, and it pulls back the emails, the phone numbers, and their social media URLs. That social media column is the quiet win. It hands you each business's Facebook page so your outreach can reference what they are actually posting. Third tool. When you have a name from a dealership page but no email, the single contact finder takes the name and the domain and works out the address. And it grades every result, which honestly matters more than the address itself, because the grade is what protects your sending domain. There's a bulk version of the same thing. Upload a CSV of first names, last names, and companies, and it works the whole list at once instead of one contact at a time. The fourth tool closes the loop, campaigns and sequences with email warm-up built in, so the list you just built can actually be worked without a second subscription. So the full loop is Facebook tells you who to target, the finder builds the list, the verifier cleans it, and campaigns work it. One more feed worth knowing about. It publishes newly registered domains every day, which is how you reach a brand new detailing or wrap business before anyone else has called them. Now be honest about who this workflow is for, because it is genuinely not everybody, and the wrong buyer will be disappointed within a week. And here is who should not bother, which is the list I would want to read first. If you're a salesperson chasing retail buyers, stay in lane 1. Post better, answer faster, and get into more groups. No tool fixes that lane. If you want a week 1 plan, here it is in the order I would actually run it. Even at full dealer level, the smarter play on Facebook is usually paid placement pointed at your own inventory pages rather than grinding out manual listing volume. Cost, read straight off the pricing page with the monthly toggle where it defaults. The free trial gives you 200 of each action. That is more than enough to pull one real city of dealerships and test whether the data holds up. Starter is $49 a month and covers up to 3 users, which is where most solo operators will land. Unlimited is $99, and that is the plan that makes the bundle make sense because the per lead ceiling disappears entirely and every tool opens up. Now the limits, and I'm not going to soften them because one of them speaks directly to the promise in this video title. The browser extension extracts contacts from LinkedIn and from sites you browse. It is not a Facebook tool, and nothing in the suite scrapes Facebook, which is why the 200 free actions matter so much. Pull one city of dealerships, verify 20 of the emails by hand, and you will know inside an hour whether this fits you. My verdict: Facebook is a discovery layer, not a lead database. The money is in what you do after Facebook tells you who exists. So here is the entire thing on one screen in the order I would actually run it. Do the free half first. Fix your listings, join the local groups, and spend an afternoon in the ad library. That costs you nothing but the afternoon. When you are ready to turn those businesses into a contactable list, Conversion Blitz is the piece that does it, and the trial covers 200 of each action. Start at conversionblitz.com, pull one city, and judge it on your own data rather than on mine. The link is in the description below.